It feels absolutely surreal and amazing, and I think that every time you write a book there are different challenges and different exciting bits that you weren't expecting to be exciting, and you discover new things, and it's always really different to the book before. The process is really different, and it feels amazing, brilliant, and I'm also very, very tired. But I'm really proud of Honesty and Lies, and I really hope that it finds readers who will love it. I really love the characters, and I really hope they will too. I'm not very good at these things, but I'll have a go. It's a dark and dangerous trip into Elizabethan London. It's filled with snow, it's winter, it's filled with all the sounds and stinks of the Thames, and also the glory and grandeur of Greenwich Palace. And it's about two girls who are struggling in their own way with different problems, and how their friendship grows, and how storytelling helps them to transcend their lives. And it's about true friendship and being honest with yourself. That was a bit rubbish, but that's my elevator pitch. I wanted to use dual narrators in this story because I tried to tell it in both voices. I like to write in first person, and I tried to tell it all in Honesty's voice, and I tried to write it all in Alice's voice. I also tried third person and second person. They're not for me. And it was really difficult to get across that side of the honesty and lies, basically, and the appearance and reality. I wanted to play around with appearance and reality throughout the story. So I thought I'd look at what are my strengths, and I think my strengths as a writer, I've learned with my last 6 books, are writing about character and voice, and looking at what's going on inside people's heads and their motivation for what they're doing. So I thought I would try to play to my strengths and use 2 different voices. It was really, really fun to do, and I really hope that it comes across well. I absolutely loved researching the Globe Theatre, but I already knew quite a bit about that because I'd been an actor for a long time, and I'd done a theatre degree. So I'm going to choose a place that is completely new to me, Hampton Court Palace. I'd been there before and sat in the grounds and had a picnic, but I'd never been around the inside of it, and it is astonishing. It's so much easier to imagine what conditions would have been like when you walk around there. So I've stolen quite a lot of Hampton Court to put into my version of Greenwich Palace. There's the undercroft is stolen from there, the cellars, the kitchen. There's a lot of pies in the kitchen. The staff at Hampton Court are amazing for giving you factual details. I've stolen the fountain. There are some, what are they called? Well, they're like arch things. Cloisters. There are cloisters that I've stolen from there, but I've made them gold. It was just amazing to go there and to walk around and imagine that I was my characters, which sounds a little bit like method acting and not what I meant to talk about at all. But yeah, it was brilliant. I loved researching it. I love pretty much all parts of writing. I love being able to use my imagination. I love playing with words to try and get things across the best that I possibly can. I love description, probably too much. I get a lot of my description cut out of my manuscripts. I just love it. I love the challenge of it as well. I love thinking, right, I've got a story and I really want to tell this story, but how am I going to tell it? I love that kind of working my way through it. I also love finishing. I like typing the last line and saying the end. Yeah, I love it all. My least favourite part of writing is plotting. I hate plotting. I find story quite difficult anyway. I can see the benefits of plotting. I can understand why people use it and why it's needed, but I find it dull. I also feel that once I've plotted a story, I've told the story. So taking myself from the plotting of a story to actually writing a story is very, 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 very difficult for me indeed. So my answer is plotting. I do have favourite lines, and probably my most favourite line is the very last line of the book, or the very last paragraph, but I don't want to give that away. It was very hard to leave these characters behind, and writing that last line felt like a kind of magic, but also felt really sad. And I don't always feel like that when I finish writing a book. Sometimes I feel quite glad that I finished, but I didn't with this one. So I think my second favourite line is probably when there's a woman who works at the palace called Bridget, and she's very, very haughty, and she keeps a squirrel on a gold chain. She's just not very nice. She's not nice to Honesty, and I'm sure she has her own story as well. But Honesty says that Bridget looks like a horse she once knew, and that is one of my favourite lines. It's not a very nice line, but it made me laugh.